All right, next. You good. Next. Arms up. You good. I got a bag. Let me see that. You good. Next. Oh, no outside food or drink, sir. I'm sorry.
What?
I'll throw that away. You got it.
Welcome to Electrified. It's your host, Dylan Loomis. Thought we would start off today's episode on a lighter note. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. But getting right into it, so Gary Black, just as a follow through from yesterday's video, he also thinks that after this investigation that it will be clear Tesla Autopilot was not being used as intended. So if you missed yesterday's video about that whole investigation, go ahead and check it out. But Gary is definitely on our side, as is Rob, and pretty much everybody else that actually understands Tesla. So in my opinion, still not a real reason for worry at this stage. A quick milestone for Tesla in China. So they have reached 7,000 supercharger stalls in China. And this comes about 7 years after the first supercharger stall went live in Shanghai. Some of you may wonder, well, wasn't the factory only built in 2019? Yes, but we have to remember Tesla was shipping cars overseas to China years ago. So of course they had a few superchargers back in the day. And just a reminder, Tesla does now have the supercharger factory that launched in August of 2020, located in Shanghai. So sticking with Giga Shanghai for a minute, so it seems as though Tesla is employing a new strategy of sorts that I think a lot of people would like to see more in the US. So as we go through this, let me know what you guys think, but what are we talking about here? Tesla China seems to be ramping up its communication efforts, as mentioned, taking somewhat of an opposite approach to what Tesla has done in the US. So Ray for Tesla shared part of Tesla China's hiring campaign, and it says, "Join Tesla and be who you want to be," an inspiring slogan found in the most recent hiring campaign of Tesla China, which lists 5 interesting categories never before seen: external affairs, PR, legal affairs, graphic design, and new media. The recurring ones are accounting, marketing, and HR. But I do want to show you guys the hiring video. I thought it was well done, so here you go.
我们各司其职，影响着每一个人的生活。在特斯拉的车里，人们在驾驶时感受电动车的科技与性能，使用便利的全球充电网络，为赋能家电储存能量。这一切是人们所能看到的。在特斯拉的企业里，汇聚着一群鼓舞人心的年轻人，一同解决世界重要的问题，一起分享投身于改变世界的热情。每天这里的工作都高效、活力、创新、充满挑战，超越极限，去探索未知的一切。在这里，你将感受所做的每一件事为改变世界带来的力量。加入特斯拉，成为你想成为的人。
So in terms of actual job postings, we are talking about senior managers of external affairs in multiple locations like Shanghai, Nanjing, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen. And nothing really out of the ordinary with this paragraph: an employee experience partner, an HR director, and an HR specialist. But if you see down here, Tesla is looking for an engineering lawyer, an after-sales lawyer, an antitrust lawyer, and a data privacy protection lawyer for the legal affairs teams, all located in Shanghai. So simply put, Tesla feels that it is worthwhile to hire these positions in the Chinese market for whatever reason, whether it's to bolster demand, whether it's to improve the brand image, whether it's to educate the local market on Tesla and their mission and continuing to grow over there, because as I've said, every single market is different, so Tesla is going to have to make strategic decisions based on the local market, and that will change and evolve over time. Now, some people are saying we're going to see a new strategy like this from Tesla in the United States. I personally wouldn't be so confident or bullish on that, at least in the near term. And real quick, I just wanted to share this design or render from sugardesign_1 on Instagram. I thought this was one of the cleanest and best looking renders of the new $25,000 Tesla hatchback that I've seen online. No disrespect to anybody else, there have been some other good ones, but I happen to like this one the most. I really don't think this car would be $25,000. It still looks pretty big. I think a $25,000 car would have to be smaller than that, but what do I know? So let me know what you guys think. Did you like that render? Do you think it might look something like that? I'd love to hear your opinion below. And real quick, I just want to clarify something. I see a lot of people asking questions about this credit upgrade that Tesla may be getting over the next few weeks or months after they retired that $1.8 billion in debt a few days ago. So the gist of why this credit rating boost to Tesla would matter is really because they would have access to cheaper debt. So yes, Tesla may not even need debt to grow because they have strong cash and Bitcoin reserves. But from the eyes of an investor, especially institutional money, they like knowing that a company can go get debt at a cheap rate if they need to, and they could also refinance their existing debt without needing, higher levels of collateral. So overall, it just makes a company seem safer having those better credit ratings when it comes to their debt. And I believe that the next credit upgrade for Tesla will take them from a junk bond category to investment grade. But as mentioned, going forward, Tesla will probably operate like Randy Moss back in the day.
How do you pay, man? If you don't write checks, how do you pay these guys?
Straight cash, homie.
An anecdote here about these touchless test drives in a suburb near this user, Jen's of course. So basically the entire experience of the test drive is guided by a Tesla advisor from a remote location. This one in particular is in Pomona by Hillwood in Manville, Texas. So yes, this idea of remote advisors and touchless test drives has been a thing for some time now, but I think going forward we will see it more and more in actual suburbs, so we'll keep an eye out for that. And Marcel on Twitter shared this tweet. I thought it was very interesting, paired with this image. Tesla 9, basically in German, 9 means no, to my understanding. So people protesting against Tesla. But here are some interesting water consumption statistics. So we have Giga Berlin at 1.4 million cubic meters of water per year, compared to the BASF chemistry plant, which is double at 3 million. Leipa paper factory, 6 million, a steel plant, 6 million, oil refinery, 20 million, and a coal mine at 114 million cubic meters of water per year. As you can see, Giga Berlin, not the worst offender in this category, so do with this what you will. And there's a few things I want to point out to you here from this Bernstein's reiteration of underperform on Tesla stock. Truly, in my opinion, this is actually laughable. This from Tony Sakanagi. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time here at all. I don't want to waste too much of your time, but there's two things I want to point out that are just laughable in my opinion. So to get to that $300 per share price, they use a 2050 discounted cash flow valuation. I personally am not that confident in projecting what 2025 is going to like, but they're going to take it a few steps forward using a 2050 DCF model. Personally, I don't care what your rationale or justification is. I'm just not putting any stock into your predictions almost 30 years from now. And what they said about margins was also pretty funny. We believe FSD pricing will ultimately be largely competed away over time and might add $100 per share if Tesla is able to hold a multi-year advantage. Under optimistic assumptions, we struggle to ascribe valuations of much more than $50 per share for either Tesla energy storage or Tesla's potential robotaxi opportunities. Struggling to get an additional $50 per share for Tesla energy, which Elon has said will one day rival the entire automotive side, and $50 per share of incremental value from Tesla's potential robotaxi network. I don't think I need to say anything more. And to send you guys off today, I want to share a few clips from this YouTube video. Basically, somebody has been racing a Plaid Model S at the track, racing some other vehicles, but there are some rules where you can't go too fast because then you'll be essentially kicked off the track because you would need more safety measures like a roll cage and things of that nature. So essentially what's happening in the video is the driver is just feathering the gas and really actually trying to beat these other cars, basically just staying ahead of them by a fender or so. So essentially he's toying with them, and you'll see that from some of these clips. The entire video is linked below if you want to see it, along with his Reddit post as he breaks down each race and kind of what's going on. So I thought it was awesome to see. This still hasn't gotten old for me yet. So enjoy that clip, but please take a second to like the video if you did. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and a big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters.
I don't think we're gonna have a problem here. Even if he's running a low 10, I've got more than enough power to cover him. So the name of the game here is cut a light, don't red light, and stay a fender ahead. It's gonna be fun. Now, Oh shit. Okay. I'm sorry. The guy seemed to be talking with a lot of confidence out there, so I think he thought it was going to go differently. I tuned GTR that runs 10s. What do you think? Do we have the power? All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it.